Hello, welcome to the South Mountain Levine Chamber of Commerce podcast Around the Mountain. I'm Maisha Harris, Vice President of the Chamber, and today I'll introduce my co-host, Caroline Torres.
Well, I'm Caroline Torres, the Secretary of the South Mountain Levine Chamber of Commerce. And as you know, please share this content, like it, and follow us on social media. The purpose of this podcast is not only to share the stories of some of the entrepreneurs from around the mountain, but also to make sure that our business community benefits from the opportunities that we bring them through the learning of you guys' success and failures. As well as tools and different information from, city officials and other entities that are there to support the business community.
Yes, and today we have another great trade, and C4 Mechanical is going to tell us all about it, how they got started, where they're at today, who they serve, and they are special. They are a very special guest today because they are a member of the South Mountain Levine Chamber of Commerce. So thank you again for coming today.
Bienvenidos.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, introduce yourselves.
So my name is Jennifer. I am the owner of C4 Mechanical, and this is my husband.
I'm Maurice Jr., owner-operator. I'm the person who's out in the field who gets to go and fix the equipment.
Awesome. So let's go into when did you guys get started?
So this industry, it all started with my husband. He has been in the industry for 19 plus years, and we are now at 15 months in our own business.
Very nice. Now, you've been in the business for a long time now. Is this a trade that you learned from family? Did you go to this trade school for it? How did you learn boots on the ground?
It's both, all of it. My dad's been in the industry now, I'm going to say about 35 years. So when I was 17, I was just working at a warehouse job. And he tells me, well, that's a dead-end job, do something. Mm-hmm. So he says, go to school, go to RSI, learn something, and you don't like it, you can always do something else. So I went to RSI, learned it, and never looked back. Been doing it for 19 years now.
Wow. And trade is so important, and education is important in trade too. Now, how often do you have to relearn things and keep up with what they say the Joneses, or the new technologies, with the AC units?
Oh, that's constant, for us. Our peak season, our summer season, everyone knows we're full bore, for 4 or 5 months in the summer months. But during that off season, as soon as that off season comes, I'm in classes every month, that off season. So pretty much from, I would estimate September, October, all the way till March, I'm in classes just doing continuing education classes, stuff that is still coming out, new technology, circuit boards and motors, everything changes in the industry. You got to be involved, and you have to keep learning.
So you mentioned, because before I forget, because I know questions sometimes they just come in and then they also leave. You mentioned that you have been in business on your own for 18 months. So prior to that, you were working for another company doing that.
Yes.
And so now, what have been some of the challenges now that you're facing as a business owner?
Some of the challenges would probably just be, I would say, getting new clientele. I have a huge existing client base that I've built relationships over the 15, 16 years.
Nice.
And then now that we started our own business, I'm getting that new clientele. But that is the hard part, getting people to see who we are, where we come from. And typically, once they meet me and they see I actually know what I'm talking about, I still enjoy fixing equipment. Unlike all these other contractors that are out there, everyone wants to go in and sell you something. I chose C4 Mechanical because I feel like I'm still a mechanic. Hands-on, I like to go in and work with my hands and fix equipment still.
I thought you were going to say the schedule, because now as a business owner, you had to be the first one to get to the job and sometimes the last one to leave. There's no such a thing as clocking in.
It's always been like that. Even working for somebody, I've been used to starting at 7 in the morning and working till 9 o'clock at night. When I was newer in the industry, I would work till 2, 3 in the morning. They would run us all night long. And it's really not a difference. The only difference now is I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for my family. And it feels good. I take pride in my work, and I like doing quality work.
I'm excited. So it has been a positive change for you and your family, not to be on your own and growing your own business. to the point that this is something that you could pass on to your children.
That's
right?
exactly, yeah. We've got 4 boys, so I'm hoping out of the 4, one of
One of
them wants to take over and I can show them the ropes.
Nice. So now I see that you guys are husband and wife, that you're working together. And I know sometimes it's challenging just to live under the same roof. So now, how does it feel to
For sure.
work
together?
I know that you're out in the field and you're probably doing all the administrative stuff, but
Yeah.
still, like,
It's fun because she quits on me almost every other day and then she gets rehired.
It's a quitting and rehiring process constantly.
so that is normal. Okay, that's normal.
It is, yeah, it is. There is a
Yeah.
lot of stress once you start seeing the bills coming in and what you have to do to produce and keep clients happy and keep the family happy, the kids, wife,
Yep.
the dog, and keeping up with all the chores at home. It tends to be a lot, but at the
Yeah.
end, it's fun, it's satisfying.
So how do you guys keep that balance going, like between work and life, marriage and kids and all
Games, practice.
So it's always been a challenge, just him even being in the industry. Now it's a lot more that we own our own business, but date nights. And our date nights aren't just like, oh, hey, let's go and mingle. Like, we're still talking business, but now we're at a comfortable level where we can come to conclusions and agreements. And, okay, this is what I noticed that wasn't working very well for us. And we were, kind of getting upset at each other or something. And then we build where we know, like, that stronger relationship for our business.
Nice, because I also run a business with my husband, and it's sometimes challenging, mainly because, again, you spend so much time together and you talk so much on the phone. And again, because of the business part of it, that by the time sometimes we get home, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
But, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of couples out there thinking, hey, we should be all happy and everything should be perfect, but it's not. So you guys heard it today. It's about creating those
That
opportunities and that
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you guys do residential and commercial.
Correct. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one is your favorite?
Commercial work.
He likes
Yeah, I like doing commercial work. So right now I am 90% based of commercial. One, because the branding is still new. So people just getting to know the business is still building that residential side. But a lot of my existing clients are commercial. And the reason I like commercial is because when a commercial system breaks, it needs to be fixed. They don't have time to get it replaced. They want it repaired. They need it up and running. They have their own clients in their business that they need to keep cool, or product, if it's food, refrigeration, they need it up and running. So as commercial, I'm able to go in, diagnose it, and fix the issue.
Yes, and that's a secure job.
It is,
Yep.
yes.
Yes. I like
Yeah,
that.
especially in Arizona, that's something that we all need. I
Yeah.
mean, regardless of whether you have the money or not, people have to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we're in the hot Arizona sun and summer is coming. So what about pools? Is pools part of the mechanical fixture too, and keep it chillers on pools? I have a friend that chills their pool with a chiller.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I've worked on those as well. Back in the day. I don't want to date myself, but yeah, back in the day, I've worked on them as well. But what I've noticed is they are expensive to run. A lot of homeowners don't understand
That bill.
the amount of electricity it takes to chill water. And then you don't have it covered. It's unshaded. You're throwing money down the drain.
Well, thank you. I won't do it then. I won't invest in that. All right. Well, how about giving us some tips about our heating and cooling system? We think that we don't need to call you until it's about to break down, until we're in the summer and we are like a whole week without, AC. So when do we need to call you?
Before summer comes, change your filters would be the best tip. Change your filter and do get your system serviced and maintenance.
I need to give you a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, filters
do
play a
so.
big role. Yeah, something as simple as replacing your filter will make a big
Awesome.
difference.
Okay. Now, you guys are really heavy in the community. South Mountain Living Chamber of Commerce, we are dedicated to our community, giving back to our community for loving on us. And so what do you like most about serving your community where you live around the mountain?
Just seeing our community come together at events is amazing. All the children, like I've worked with children before, and just seeing how happy they are at any event that we do family oriented.
Excitement.
it just brings a smile to our face as well, you know. So we loved just being involved in the community and any events that we can, you know, get involved with, giving back to our community, even if it's just volunteering, you know. We just love it. So.
Yes. And we love having you as part of the chamber as well. So tell us a little bit more, you know, how we can find you. We're not ending just yet, but like, let us know a little bit more how we can find you. Like there's a slew of people in the well, there used to be yellow pages
Yeah.
on Google now.
Almost dated yourself.
And then white pages.
Is that why you
White
picked
pages.
it? Is that why you picked the letter C? Because it used to be when you were on the yellow pages, you wanted to start with your name with the letter S.
That's
plus
how it
the
used to be,
alphabet,
yeah.
right?
That's how it used
So
to be,
how is
yeah.
it now with Google? Do we know? Like how do you get yourself up to the top besides just ratings or?
It's ratings, and then you do got to pay. You
Okay.
know, these bigger outfits that are out there, they shell out a lot of money in advertising costs. That's kind of how they drive their name to the top of the list.
Okay.
But I still believe in word of mouth. So,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
when you do
Yeah.
a good job and you build a good faith with the community, they start seeing your faces, your logos over and over. And then it gets to the point when they feel they know you.
Yeah,
And I know
exactly.
that that's one of the things that I value about, you know, us participating in events as a business, you guys, seeing you guys often, it makes it to where I'm like, oh, I know them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it makes that phone call ring a lot faster, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. Yeah, and to this day, all of our business is still about 90% referrals. Yeah, it's like I said, it's very difficult getting new clientele, and all of it that I do get is referral based.
Nice.
That's right. That's how you know you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys got some handles to tell the audience on how to find
How
you?
do we find you? Even though we're going to share all that information on the bottom, but we want to hear from you.
So we do have our website. It's www.c4mechanicalaz.com. We do have a Facebook page, C4 Mechanical, a Instagram, C4 Mechanical,
C4_mechanical.
and
And phone number 602-615-3876. And you can speak to Jennifer.
When is the best time to
This
call
happy
you guys?
face right
When
here.
is the best time to call you? I have an answer, but when is the best time to call you?
She can answer that because she's the one who answers the phone.
I answer at all times. So anytime. I'm here for you.
Even so, emergency calls. You guys have emergency calls?
We do emergency calls.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Good to know. Well, thank you, C4 Mechanical. It's been wonderful.
Thank you,
And
guys.
Thank
we hope
you,
to see you
guys.
the next time.
Yes, and as you guys know, share, comment, like us on Instagram and Facebook, and of course here in YouTube, so the community could get to know some of these business owners here and around the mountain. See you soon.
Bye.